Hey everybody, welcome back to more Wargame, to more A Wheel. Last time we had Poland 1985, I think. Right there it is. Which honestly was an alright match. We played against Red for Armor that I think was 1980s even. Honestly, uh, like Red for 1980s, like one of those decks that I think against other 1980s decks can do really well because the ADB is something you get, right? Which is a really good tank, especially in 1980s. Funnily enough, what might have been like the biggest lack of that deck compared to like 85 or something, probably was that you don't get the VP. Like, the difference between P and VP is so huge because of the gun alone. Right? The turreted gun makes such a huge difference. It's one of those things that is just explained nowhere on the unit card. But usually, pretty much always you can go off the model, right? Yeah, it's same with the like Akula and the MI28, right? On the Akula, it's mounted on the side. On the MI28, you have a turret. Although, on the other hand, on those helicopters, you don't really buy them for the gun. You really want the big AP missiles. But that's not what this is about. Poland has actually not been removed. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Do I have it removed in my text file? I don't. Okay, all right. We're saved. You're saved. Let me just briefly do it like that. All right, let's roll. Literally, I guess. Blue Dragons landed? Landed, it seems. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't get a confetti animation because I was tapped out to adjust my text file. What did we have last time when we did landed? Support. Oh, support. Interesting. Yeah, high vet automatics. I don't remember the game, but high vet automatics are fun, right? So that means, of course, if you roll support, we're gonna re-roll. I think the only thing you probably can't get is Marines. Oh wow, unspec. Sorry, mech. Okay. Let's see if we get KA, in which case it's kind of a tryhard deck. Oh no. Well, KA landed mech it is. Alright, yeah, mech. Alright. Well. Yeah, what can I say? Today, Seville has blessed me. Landshot, mech. Centurion is a good one. You get 4 per card. I don't plan on running BGS, so I'll use this Führungsgruppe. I'm probably gonna run the Danish. Almost called them Swedish. I'm sorry to all the Danes and or Swedes. I don't know to whom it is more offensive. I didn't mean it. All right. A card of Fallschirmjäger 90 is probably worth running. I don't think I need to done with them. I don't see myself buying a whole ton of them. They're very clunky in a CH53. 20 points for a helicopter that does basically nothing. It's not useless, right? You can still use it to like bait missiles and all that, right? But other than that, it has no use. It is very big, which means it has very bad acceleration and deceleration, so it takes quite a long time to land and unload. It's just very, very clunky. We obviously want the Martyr 2. We don't really need to upvet that. Then again, you only lose 2. Let's see if we can afford running 2 cards. Reservists are good. Dragona are good as well. Man-pets are good. I'm just gonna put in stuff for now that I want. Live Garden are good to have. Milan 2s. And then something like that. That could be something that we're gonna run. I want Live Garden because otherwise we don't really have portable shock infantry for town grinding. We could honestly get rid of Dragona and just run a second card of that card, right? Or I could run something like this to have like a ATGM IFV as well. Definitely worth considering. Like Reservers and Mara, Deckungsgruppe and Mara spam is something that Mesrin just did recently in Eurocore to make to us, right? So it's definitely worthwhile combo. That said, you run out of them very fast. But we're a mech deck, so as long as we don't have to solely rely on them, that is not a huge issue. I think I'm gonna run something like this in terms of AA. Don't forget we have man pads, which is really nice to have, especially in a deck like this. It doesn't really have any non-radar AA other than the Eotog. Eotog is also worth considering. But since we don't rely as much on radar or like this, because we have bigger files, right? They're not, it's not as necessary. I think in an unspec deck, you're definitely considering them a lot more heavily, I suppose. M110 or good old M109? The age-old question. I think the M110 is probably considered to be the stronger unit. I always run the M109, right? So today let's go for the M110. 2 I think 2 cards is all you really need. M48 is worth considering. I'm preemptively putting a card in there. Ever since M41, well, ever since being the last patch, got nerfed to 15 points, it's certainly not nearly as oppressive anymore. Still a good unit, but when it was 10 points, it was just busted. Leopard 1 is definitely a solid recon tank. Vehicle tab, not the mech deck that benefits a huge amount off of it. This is like a good base defense unit though. Elite veterans here on autocannon, very nice. RWTS1 is worth using. Laro can be nice, but we might get rid of some of those slots. I think both of the Fenix are kind of a must-have. They're both very strong. Air tab, KWS is really good. Peace Run is great. Block 5 is good. Seed we should probably run. And then do we want the Hilo Hunter? This deck doesn't have the best Hilo Hunters ever since the 104s got changed to 1000 kmh. Hampered their anti-Hilo capabilities by quite a bit, in fact. We'd have to get rid of 2 activation points, get 2 activation points. I think we can get rid of the M48. We still have M41s, we have Recon Leopards, we have Marder 2s, we have Marder 1s. I don't think a power support tank in the tank tab is necessary. Could also go for a second Ace F though, just like the Peace Shrine Block 5s and the Block 15s are solid Hilo Hunters as well. And or we could go for like a bomber. You know what? Let's go for the WDNS. I think it's a slightly underrated plane. It does have issues of flying relatively low. Pretty much, if not every, pure bomber that isn't like a B5 or something, that does not have short range missiles, actually flies slower than something like an IDS. If it's a multi-role plane, it has increased flight height, so to speak, which is usually a benefit because you're further away from AA, obviously. Again, something that the game does unfortunately not tell you. But at least it's not as bad as it is. If that is still the case, if it's not, correct me. But I remember in Warno, was at least an issue where some plane bombers would dive while dropping their bombs, right? As like nose down, get closer to the ground and drop their bombs, and others would keep the height while dropping the bombs. For example, in West Germany, the F4F and the Tornadoes, both HE bombers, both with short range missiles, if I'm not mistaken, would have just completely different patterns, which is honestly even worse in different base flight heights. But we're not here to warn or bash for once. Let's just enjoy a game that is Red Dragon. Yeah, I think having like a Mar 183 can be nice. I think also slightly, you know what, 35 points? 35 points is relatively cheap. I think I'm actually gonna down with them. Don't forget, of course, you do not get free veterancy on your infantry anymore. I think I'm gonna up at Lift Garden because I don't plan on using them a ton. Only 1 card of Milan 2, so I will down with them. Usually in mech decks, I like to run 2 cards of ATGMs. In the majority of the decks, like especially if they have Milan 1 and 2 available. I like to have both. Like Milan 1 for spamming, Milan 2 for heavy AT duty. Then again, we get, what, 7 of the 7 should be enough. We have like plenty of other anti-tank options. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Seed is definitely something you could replace if you feel like it. You don't really need... None of these are mandatory. And Infinite Step, you can do a lot of different stuff, of course. Alright, well, this shall be our deck, and I shall see you in a second once we find a ranked game. Alright, let this be your reminder to stay hydrated, because so shall I. As we're facing a name that I cannot pronounce. Alright, we're playing against Blue 4 on a map that I would not have liked. Mech decks aren't necessarily bad, but this is not a mech deck that I'd want to play here. I'd prefer something like something with Bradleys. But we'll make do, or more ATGM cards, but maybe you can make the Martyr 1 in 3 shine. It still only carries a regular or trained Milan F2, which means that it's gonna miss a lot, but that's not gonna stop me from overusing it, because I believe in it, and thus I'll just get disappointed. Let's get plenty of recon on the field, something that I tend to not do usually. Definitely a mortar, because if there's gonna be a heavy tank, we obviously need to smoke that, or if we're playing against Moto or something that gets there fast, we need to be able to smoke the town. Get some meat shields. Get some Martyr 183s, get some anti-air. Might get an early ASF as well. Once. But honestly, you know, there's a world where I just skip tanks and I just, you know what? Let's skip the tanks entirely. Get Martyr 2s. Get some Milan 2s. Get again another Martyr 2. Get more Deckungsgruppe. Just get like an early Peace Run, an early Block 5. Try to smoke off the whatever tank they have. Screw that. I think a 2-1 is not even remotely as necessary as it might otherwise be. I mean, obviously, depending on the matchup, I would have possibly liked to start with a 2-1, but I don't know the matchups, so... Alright. Ready. Good luck and fun. It's... You know, it's actually kind of a good opener against heal rushes, because if assuming you don't fully start with AA, right, you want like plenty of autocannons, like lots of different targets. But the problem is that we are gonna have our forces here and our AA is there, CV is there, but we shall see. I don't expect to get heal rushed. Well, I don't plan for it because I can't be bothered. At least not if I don't have any substantial evidence. We're gonna leave those here and then move that there. Right. Not you. One unload there, the other one unload there. The servers honestly just fast move there and unload. If you survive by then. You start off with this bit of smoke here. Razzmann, so you Commonwealth. Moto. This is Moto. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that's some Lynxes. Please get you. Is this no, it's not a healer rush. It's just lots of Lynxes. Okay. Okay. They're going for this part. Automatic there. R2 is here as well. Come on. Definitely an opener. Let's get maybe some of these are pretty fast. Get you in a town there. It's is it Seed? No, that's a Jaguar tier 1. Hey. Oh, it hit the first time. That's a bit unfortunate because it's not the most accurate of units, but it's okay. Oh, it 4 Modern 2s, not 3. Right, that just did not really work for opponent. Oh, you missed? 75%? You well? You can stay there. Okay, you're not you're just chilling here. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you here, and the Fennecs could probably deal with. Should be able to deal with that. Let's just get a second one of you. I could invest into an ace. Maybe should wait. I'd rather have. I've done that mistake plenty of times where instead of investing into some proper AA net, I just get. Oh, probably SAS there, huh? I just end up getting ace Fs and end up losing because I can't keep up with all the jizz. Ah, I just bought it. Stuff here is certainly annoying. Maybe we can just put you here, turn the weapons off, get some recon there. No, for a second I thought this was it. Oh, it's no! Oh! See, this is why you don't keep stuff in 4 stacks. This is why you don't do that. Especially infantry. God damn it. That's actually horrible. Can you smoke this up, please? Okay. Line of sight there. Oh, you're spotted. Oh, that's probably ass left. Yeah, okay, we can ass left. Understandable. Actually keep you in the town here. I'm no line of sight down there at the moment. Alright, that's annoying. That's certainly annoying. I could actually bit of. Okay, it's very risky actually, and probably shouldn't do it. It has 30% ECM though, and I just assume there's not gonna be more than one SAS squad there. Oh shit! What the frick is that? Are those like 3 Wolverines? See, that's why I should have paid attention to my Fennecs, and I would have seen what kind of AA is there. Holy! Oh, I have good line of sight on there. That's great. Wolverine number 1. Okay, 2 Wolverines, 2 Vickers. There was also an ass left there, which could have technically died there, I suppose. Alright. That's both dead. Oh, you lost line of sight. Did he move back? How do I push in there? Okay, now that the Jaguars are dead, I think I can go for Mars. I think I'm gonna try to push from this angle here first. I think that's how I'm gonna approach this. As less with the commandos. Might as well resupply you. Let's turn you off for now. Now that the AA has actually done stuff, I want to make sure it stays alive. Saxon. He's also gonna be Milans. I think I want to get this town back though, because if I do, then Moto is gonna have a... Oh, that's actually really good. The really good kill. Yeah, let's get one of you. Really good and crucial kill as well. Yeah, might as well fire. I mean, sure, my Marder 2 is spotted, but I don't think it should be an issue. Yeah, he has no ATGMs there whatsoever, okay. Pathfinders. That's a Voodoo. And the Skyhawk. Okay, so done with it, Voodoo. It's one Marder 1A3 here. HLVW. Honestly, I think at this point I'm just not gonna bother with just trying to get in there. But maybe I should. Honestly, I am gonna get an ASF now. And just keep it in the bag. Don't show him just yet. Keep it in the bag. In the back, I should say. Nice. Oh, but that didn't do it. Okay, let's get a Fallschirmjäger squad there. Get you a bit further back. They have 875 meters range. Let's get some. Let's move one of you in there. The other one in there. Good kills. 2 planes killed. We lost 1 Marder, 1 for that. I think Stage 7 is annoying. Admittedly. We'll probably try to move in with some Marder 1A3s. Wait, did you actually win against the commandos? Or did they just walk past? Alright, that's a new Milan 1 squad. We need to get that killed. We need to get that killed. Or Milan squad of any sort. Okay, he's stopping. There it is. Hope it misses. It doesn't miss. It misses! Yes! So did we, though. Okay, we... Oh, shit. 5 position there. Oh, I think we killed it. Yes, that is so huge. Oh, you're still even... Turning, that's not good. That is so huge, actually. Okay. What did we kill that part? 2 GR1As, 1 Kahu, 1 Voodoo. We know there's an F111, so those are probably all the planes plus a card of ASFs, if I had to guess, right? There's still something in there. So we killed... So we already roughly know what can still happen. So there's still an F111 ready and an F111 just not even used yet. Get a garden squad for here and see if we can get rid of these territorials already, man. Oh, what was that? SAS squad. Okay, sure. Okay, let's get a CV here. I want to start ticking. And while those are calm, they can actually have acceptable, like, starting damage. Okay, the leopard one is supporting that explains why they're actually using HP. Okay, there's stuff happening here. I think the Deckungsgruppe should be enough, but let's get some burst damage in form of BTS-1s ready as well. And like a recon squad, so that if something with stealth comes up, we can immediately spot it. Well, I think they actually got... Oh no, this arrived for now. Those are commandos. Deadly commandos. Okay, we successfully pushed them out of the town for now. Which is great, but don't forget... Careful, there's probably still a vicar sitting here. And so one of them was moving down there, but I don't know about the other one. Okay. Spread you out a bit. Get this ready in case he wants to F111 us. Rover Wombat, that's annoying for sure. Nice, forced them out. Shoot at the Wombats with the Martyr. Oh, they double tapped me. That's unfortunate. But I get the veterancy, so that explains it, of course, right? Actually, see if you can kill that. There's the... Okay, Tornado, sure. Actually, go for the F111. It's the more important kill. Good. Get more Lift Garden. Didn't lose much. But those SISR... Oh, SSR as well. Okay, that's bad. Shoot. Shoot. See if we can actually land. We should be able to, actually. Okay, Scimitar is dead. If you can go a bit to the left first and then see if we can unload there. Oh, it is very risky. Should probably also WDNS that now that I think about it. SAS are dead there. Right, so it might, that was actually a really good call with the Fallschirmjäger on the left there. There's plenty of fire, very good one of fire support for the cost there. Wolverine's trying to move. I don't think it should be in line of sight. Or like in range, in time. I can't move down there, I think. Oh, I kind of use dead, I just realized. Oh well. Okay. Link's H7. Move up with the Roland 3 a bit so we can protect against that. Be careful. They're shaken and panicked, so even if they get to shoot at our Fallschirmjäger, they shouldn't do too much damage. There we go. Honestly, a very interesting match, man. Can you see down there? You can't. First, it's just smoke didn't walk down there. WDNS. I don't think there should be a lot of AA. There's still the tornado. No, we killed the tornado. If we just keep 1v1ing, should be able to easily win. This one might get a shot on us, this Wolverine. Right, repair. Let's go repair you. Oh, it didn't do any damage at all. Like a lot, if any. Okay. Do this, you see if you can get into the bush. Try to only fight it against one squad at a time if possible. Also, there's a Milan too again, which is annoying. Really, you both miss 80-something% chance. There you go. Oh wow. Milan doing Milan things. Let's actually spread you up and keep these in like stacks of 2. The infantry squads. I don't know. I don't know about that. What? I was not paying attention at all. Does it mean my Fallschirmjäger? Yeah, Fallschirmjäger or Fallschirmjäger. Plus, in towns, usually only 2 squads end up actually shooting. Get to that supply truck. Get you back to repair as well. Get a CV. Get a manpad. More supplies for the Romans as well. That's another supply truck as well. It's just nice to have this line of sight here. Maybe we can just, you know, let's see what we can do with those VTS ones. The recon squad, so we can better see into it there from this position down here. Okay, yep, okay, I think we got this now. That F-111 killing a 4-stack of Panzergrenadiere. Again, do as I say, not as I do. What did I do? I freaking used the 4-stack of shock infantry in towns, man. Don't do this. In fact, I think now we can start like M110ing this. All this stuff has very little armor, so singular shots hitting can do so much damage. Let's test oh no, there's a Bison motor actually. Let's shoot a Wolverine. Other one. You're empty. Yep, repairs only. Rover Wombats, sure. Get some supply for these boys. You can just walk there first. Alright. Yeah. Let's just make sure to not lose this, yeah? Keeping those Fallschirmjäger alive very crucial as well. Oh, okay. That's an F-111. I don't really have anything in the town. I guess it's just a... Okay. You knew where my Voodoos, my Rolands... Oh wow, you actually hit that CV on the move. Okay. To be fair, that Centurion is really slow. Zedge. Let's move you to mid. Oh, the Spider got killed here, huh? Okay. Yeah, I think I should work on getting a position back in here. You got spotted on the way there, huh? That is certainly curious. Also, I lost my CH-53 here a while ago, did I? I have no idea to what. Did not pay attention to that at all. How do we get into Foxtrot? Well, we want meat shields. We want probably 2A1s. Martyr 2s I might get killed too fast here. Not with the meat shield though. Let's get Martyr 2s. Oh no, they are in there. I'm just blind. I underestimated their speed. 141s. The non-recon variety though. Let's see if we can just walk you in there. Let's see what we can do down there. Let's get a CV. Let's send one of the martyrs there. So it's not as obvious that it's a CV coming in. But of course, if there's a recon here that I didn't notice, then Okay, unload before I forget.
Den sollen wir für Sie transportieren. Die Artillerie verleiht der hässlichen Klopperei des Kampfes etwas Würde.
Good's done. That's a ass laugh.
Sollen wir wen mitnehmen? Hat jemand ein Taxi gerufen? Zu Ihren Diensten, Kommandant.
Try to stay out of the max range of the Vickers because it outranges our Maras, right?
Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant.
You can actually, yeah, whatever, just move. Might as well. Get back here, you were supplied. Get a preemptive tank here, actually.
Was geht, Kommandant?
Oh, you missed.
Okay, was ist los?
Should probably get an ace F ready still, though, in case I get F11 on the right, because I don't have the Rolands there. Give you the ammo. Move this Fallschirmjäger over. Who's getting shotted by a scimitar? Oh, that's Hammerschützen. Okay.
Ich bin ganz
Sure. Sure. You have no... You don't have medium optics. Did I not tell you to move? Apparently I didn't.
Welche Kunden für eine Taxi?
Make sure to unload you in time. Those are
Wer wagt, gewinnt.
maybe SAS. Certainly elite squads. Those are the Heimatschützen that got killed there.
Das ist nicht mein Krieg. Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant.
Get the ASF ready.
Herr Hauptmann und seine... Sollen wir wen mitnehmen?
I still have the lift garden here.
Wer wagt, gewinnt.
Fallschirmjäger just doing a friggin'
Jawohl, Kommandant.
world journey across the world. You're walking so much.
Irgendwelche Kunden für eine
Alright.
Taxitour?
At this point, it's just getting ground back against. Oh yeah, this is way too late. What is this killed? Oh, that was my Jupiter. Probably by the Vickers that's still here. Milan doing Milan things.
Einsatzbereit.
Yep, that's fine. Mexas. Can probably get a 202 now, but let's just get a 201. Should win in most scenarios against the Mexas.
Brotzeit. Was gibt da?
Right, with the recon there.
Das Transportkorps ist bereit, all Ihre Wünsche zu erfüllen.
Yeah, he's already retreating as well.
Ausrichtung auf Ziel.
It's just shoot at obvious or like common spots for CVs, ATGMs, manpads,
Für ein
stuff like that.
kleines Plätzchen.
Let's put you like there.
Starte den Motor.
It's still a Kahu. I think the second Kahu he has access
Am
to.
Ende kommt es doch nur auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an.
Get some more stuff there. I'm
Die
gonna
Infanterie für Sie tun.
get like a single tank in terms of like any AT in that area. But move the lift garden over. You have the ship.
Wer wagt,
Fallschirmjäger in there. Should move the martyrs. Oh my god, you missed.
Reichweite. Wir aber auch. 10 Grad hoch. Feuer! Am Ende kommt es doch nur auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr.
And then we good should get a CV here soon. Links on regular, that's from an infantry CV, but presumably not a new one. Although it could be one that he bought for this area here. And is trying to put into one of those bushes.
Zug ist in Formation und einsatzbereit. Bereit fürs Verlegen, Kommandant. Der ist near mine.
Also, so is this Bison. Okay, infantry CVs are everywhere then. Right, because what else could he carry in a motor deck that comes on this veteran C in a Bison, right? Technically, that would only be reservists. But you don't get reservists in Bisons.
Munition? Treibstoff?
But, or CVs, right? So CVs is the only option.
Wird aufgeführt.
Did I not get a man-pad here? Did I forget about it?
Was kann die Infanterie für Sie tun, Kommandant? Har du brug for ekstra øjne?
There it is. Alright, puncher.
Regnerne er klar.
Honestly, it's just preemptively shooting there in case, like, it's gonna come there in 5 seconds. Let's place you here a bit further forward, because if there's an F-111 coming, it's gonna probably bomb like there. And if we stay on the edge there, we could reverse out through the open and have like at least some off-road speed, not like 10 as we have in the forest.
Ja, Kommandant.
Right. Place you there, get you a bit further back there.
Das ist nicht mein Krieg. Den sollen wir für Sie transportieren.
Definitely some more reservists, but they're probably just there to put it as something in case I try to push further. If I had to guess, I don't think this is like to actually push. Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't! Oh, that is funny. That is really funny.
Nur die Koordinaten.
That is so... I'm so happy that I said that and I called it. Because you know, right? That only happens like once in a blue moon, man. That call it, that you make that call and just as it comes in, the shell lands, right? Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, let's get some more Fallschirmjäger. We technically don't really need to push here, right? But I don't want to make it easy for our opponent, or don't want to make it...
Okay, was ist los?
I just want to make work for it.
Am Ende
Okay,
kommt
has
es
left
doch
there.
auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an.
And Mother 2.
Ja, Kommandant.
Okay, has left 2 too. That's certainly annoying.
Deutlich.
Are you gonna stop anywhere? Because then I'm just gonna... No, you're not. Not yet, at least.
Den sollen wir für Sie
It'll
transportieren.
also just make you waste ammo, but...
Vi afgøres altid af infanteristen og hans rifle.
Oh, you're just shooting at M103,
Hat
okay.
jemand ein Taxi gerufen?
Oh, he lost us. That's one tow gone.
Zu Ihren Diensten, Kommandant.
Another tow gone? Oh no, I'm just out of max range. He's not aiming. Oh my god, you missed. It's so unfortunate.
Geben Sie uns einfach nur die Koordinaten. Zu Ihren Diensten, Kommandant.
Now I'm dead. Okay.
Hat jemand ein Taxi gerufen?
Let's just kill it with M110s.
Irgendwelche Kunden für eine Taxitour?
See, this is like one of the few things where the CH-53 is good. It has a lot of HP, right? Sure, it's easy to hit, which, you know, makes the HP not as important versus missiles, although you like any proper AA, because, you know, they kill it much faster. But like still for like basic MGs, stuff like that, it can tank so many rounds. I think we just killed that thing, right? Alright, sure. I'm not gonna win that. I wasn't paying attention. I think I could have won that because they're, yeah, they were, holy, they were not side to side, but back to, you know, one front, one back, and I think only one was shooting because the other one was too far back. So technically, I could have won the 2v1,
Sie wollen unsere Methoden gar nicht kennen.
but I don't want to like make my opponent realize that and then attack move towards me. I could just M110 that. Given that those were Gurkhas in those elite Saxons, apparently, can just WDNS this as well. Okay, just in case he has a direct rapier FSA, right? I don't expect it, given that there was no indication previously.
Der Feind ist in Reichweite.
But
Sie aber auch.
alright, well there's like a last Hail Mary.
Zug ist in Formation und einsatzbereit. Meinen Sie mich?
Okay, set out the max range. No, it actually survives. Okay, well, that's 50% easy, yeah. Don't forget that. Rip, rip Rollins. Okay, that was not worth it at all, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Sometimes it's the only way. The only way out. Sometimes the only way out is through. And I even managed to save one.
Ja, Kommandant.
Traitors get executed. Oh, didn't get to execute Jensen. No idea who this is. Alright. I mean, yeah. Pretty solid game. Was actually a pretty decent map for our opponent. But to be fair, the town push is just not that easy to pull off. I don't like to go for it myself. Because exactly that, right? If you get pushed out of there, it's just oof. I think the moment my quad stack of Panzergrants got killed, obviously hindsight is 2020, right? And you know, from my point of view, my opponent doesn't know exactly what it looks like from our side and such, right? So it's always easier to say afterwards or from the other side. Thinking, at least in hindsight, right? One thing our opponent could have, maybe should have done is, as soon as that the quad stack got killed, or Panzergrants got killed by the F-111, focus fully back onto the left town, right? The smaller town. Because when you're playing against the mech deck, I think moto decks have actually really good chance on this map. I mean, in general, they're actually pretty good. Getting the early grab, putting ATGM infantry down everywhere can work really well. But especially against a slow deck and current mech, right? And like something like Blanchard mech, even more so, I'd argue, because we don't have stuff like Prams or something like Entente mech. If you get the town, manage to put Milan there, get my left one pointer full of like infantry everywhere in forest, fast infantry, right? Gurk has SAS, SBS, SASR, right? 30k mage infantry that can harass to no end. Can be really awkward to get in there. Because getting the town mid, even if there's just 2 or 3 lead squads in there, can take such a long time because it's so awkward and with those Vickers there, right? So I think instead of trying to fully all in there, the moment he got like a really good KD advantage, should have just shifted focus immediately. Because I didn't have much on the left, right? I moved up all the martyrs. I had like service, Technoscope, and 2 Martyr 1-3s or something. But like I said, hindsight is 2020, right? And M110 kill though was just chef's kiss, man. Oh, I actually got the other one with the M110 before the WDNS had a chance. VTS ones were okay. I only used 3 of them, but I think they're like a decent counter to stuff like Vickers. They still get outranged, so you gotta be careful. But 25 points on veteran or elite that just double taps Vickers, while they all still have to double tap you as well. Works well for like half the cost. They have good burst damage. Leopard 101 was kind of the MVP, denying that Milan 2. That was so crucial. No, the Marta 2 was the first MVP, denying the Milan 2. That was the most important. I think that might have been the most important kill in the entire game, honestly. What did lose the automatic 2 to the Jaguar, right? Honestly, interesting match though. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.